Hello and welcome to Tipsy VP episode 20. Wait, I forgot to change the thing. 29th November 2019, a weekly show where we share tips and tricks on how to improve your social media. Tipsy VP is brought to you by Virtual Palace Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses go digital. My name is Sean.
And I'm JK.
This week's weekly Tipsy, top 5 social media graphic trends coming in 2020. Marketers, it is time to again sit down and plan a corporate redesign for the coming year. Every year we do this. 2019 was a year of strong and bold monstera leaves. Remember those big plant leaves designs that is everywhere in the past year.
Okay.
So we did predict that based on Facebook's prediction for 2019, and it did happen. So monstera leaves are out. 2020 will take a more subtle approach. Today, we outline the top 5 social media graphic trends that will be coming in 2020. The first one is muted color palettes. A muted color is a color that has a black or white added to it. It also incorporated dull gray and desaturated colors. It's kind of a little bit pastelish colors.
Is it like baby pastel kind?
In a way, it's a bit dull, it's a bit pastel, but not all muted colors are pastel. A great way to start this design is actually to pick a major pastel color. Let's say if it's like powder pink or something, any chalkish color, yeah. And then you build complementary colors and different shades of the major color into your palette. You can also make it simpler by using white against darker colors or black against a paler shade. Muted colors give a subtle and calmer feeling as compared to vivid and high contrast concepts in the past years.
Yeah, you've been seeing 1 year of high contrast. It's time to see.
Yeah, it's time to go dull again.
So it's a cycle.
It is a cycle.
2021 will be what? Let's go back to
high contrast
again. Alright, so next one will be more of less. Minimalism. Minimalism has a steadily taking over landing pages in the recent years, but we expect that it will also start changing social media content in 2020. One reason is due to the overcrowding of social media visuals that try so hard to capture our attention to a point where nothingness suddenly seems like refreshing change. Be prepared to work with a negative space that focuses primarily on the subject matters. Yeah, such as like more white space, very KonMari.
Very KonMari stuff. So I think typically we'll be looking at, let's say for example, how I'm going to imagine is maybe pastel blue, and then on maybe the bottom right corner, just a pinkish colored subject matter, just a logo, and then you get captions there, but it's all very clean, it's all very simple,
calm,
yeah,
less graphic, probably just one line will do.
Yeah, no like fancy big words like promo here, promo there, 10% discount everywhere.
Not applicable to Asian.
Not applicable to Asians. Yeah.
Asian always like that, no matter what era.
Yeah, we still want to pack in as much content as possible in the space.
Your boss, not you, don't worry. Your bosses.
Your bosses. Next up is branded GIFs. Social media is all about moving visuals. There has been a continuous struggle to create videos that are long enough to cover the subject matter, but short enough to be interesting. You know what? Last time I heard this caption, it says, a good speech is like a mini skirt. It has to be long enough to cover the subject matter, but short enough to be interesting. So the fact is, every social media content is also the same.
Yep.
Right?
Keep it short, but
just long enough to just long enough to cover the subject.
Yep.
Anyway, so much time has been wasted on content that do not receive any traction. We all know this. We have experienced this as well before. But going back to still image isn't the answer either. So on one end, you have videos that take too long to create, and then it takes too long to load, and then nobody has the attention for it. And on the other end, you can't go back to stills because when people already see animated videos, they don't want to go back to stills because there's nothing else for them to see in stills.
Correct.
So enter the sweet spot, GIFs. We've been using GIFs for a long time now in the form of memes, extracted from repositories like Jiffy. 2020 is all about brands creating GIFs of our very own, which means that instead of using other people's GIFs, you create your own GIF using maybe your mascot or your little character or whatever it is, flashy ones. So marketers get cracking and work on those branded GIFs. If you're lucky, they may even start trending and the public may even start using them.
Yep, gaining traction.
Yeah, like for
Engagement.
example, there is a GIF, right? You know how when Instagrammers post a post on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and then they will actually post the same one on stories to tell people in stories that they have a new post.
Yep. Then
Right.
they put a GIF to cover the face.
Then
like
they have
that.
a GIF to cover the face. The GIF says new post. It actually has a signature down there,
Mhm.
small little signature. That signature is actually Gary Vaynerchuk's signature.
Oh.
So for those who know, you can see it's kind of like a branding. It's Gary V's branding because of
Mhm.
his signature. He signs everywhere in his post, right? So it says
His
new
post
post.
or the GIF?
Every single post that he creates, he has a signature there.
Okay.
Even in that GIF, he has a signature there because so
Oh.
it proves that
He did
his
it.
team created that GIF.
Smart, huh?
But people don't know it. But it's a good branding because it gets out and the GIF is being used because it has a purpose.
And
it's
small
sub-
enough.
and it's
so
subtle
people-
enough that it's not like out there.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
not like
stuff.
McDonald's.
Yeah, it's not like McDonald's or something. So it's not really like branded, but it gets out there, it gets the job done, and the GIF is viral. Everybody's using it without even knowing that they're helping
Gary V.
market brand.
Whoopsie, Gary V.
So that is actually a brilliant
idea, Gary.
yeah.
And it took how many years? Months?
God knows. I have no idea.
How long has this been started? You don't know me yet
I
some more.
have no idea. Maybe years, I think. It's been going on for years.
People already use that. New post,
Yeah,
new
they've
post,
been
new
doing
post.
the new posting. You check it out next time, the new post one, right? Gary V's signature is below.
I will see. Hi, Cyrus. You used a lot of Gary V's.
Yep.
Alright, now let's go to ads. This episode of Tipsy VP is brought to you by Chop Tiang Bee's Cafe at the heart of Malacca, Malaysia. Chop Tiang Bee serves authentic Nyonya and fusion cuisine and is located at Jonker Street, just 5 minutes walk from the famous Red Square and A Formosa in Malacca City. Their most iconic dishes include the curry laksa and nasi lemak. Also equally impressive are their range of homemade cakes, and like the carrot cake which uses pineapple instead of raisins, and the Onioden cheesecake which is a must try. If you are heading to Chop Tiang Bee, be sure to get 10% off your entire receipt with promo code CTB10. That's CTB10.
Yeah, and most important thing is Christmas is around the corner. So if you are around in Malacca in that time, be sure to check out Chop Tiang Bee's menu. We will be dropping them as well.
Mhm.
The Christmas menu is coming out soon, and if you like it, book a table, bring your family and friends, and get your 10% off with CTB10.
Yeah, man, who knows, right? I mean, like, you've already tried turkey, but what if it's a Nyonya fusion turkey?
Exactly. Amazing, right? I would love to try it out. Imagine Nyonya
Nyonya.
flavored turkey.
You try Hainanese chicken, how about Nyonya? Nyonya cook. So, who knows?
It's actually quite brilliant. I'm pretty sure when the menu comes out, we'll be drooling all over it.
Hi, Jopa. You heard that.
Yeah. Next up, abstract and dreamy illustrations. Thanks to companies like Apple, Google, Spotify, and even TED, illustrations have been gaining traction. So illustration here is drawings, kind of like cartoonish drawings, instead of using real people for social media content.
Mm-hmm.
Dreamy illustrations are expected to rise this year. Think animation using muted colors. Human characters and objects are also less detailed. Instead, they will kind of look sketchy and rough with colors probably leaking out from the borders. So it's very simple. It's not too detailed.
Very draft type.
Very draft type of thing. Yeah, that once you can imagine that kind of drawing, that kind of characters, imagine all the pastel colors and all the muted colors scattered all over it,
Yep, correct.
and also imagine it being a bit minimalistic. Not too noisy, not too much
You
things
know, like
going
how
on.
Illustrator, before they color things, they will use blue color pen to
Yeah,
draw the character
Yeah.
and red color to add a little bit of detail. So you have this
yeah,
double vision, dreamy
Yes, yeah,
look,
yeah,
kind of,
yeah. It's that kind of idea.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we can try out.
Mhm.
Right, next up, fonts will be heavy but simple. The trend of airy and handwritten fonts will make an exit next year. Instead, we will see more heavy fonts against solid backgrounds. This will be nothing fancy about these fonts either. Not unnecessary curvy bits. When paired with muted colors, titles capture the first attention allowed by simple illustrations. Yep. You need to have contrast.
Yeah. So think the what is it called? The kind of fonts that has no tail everywhere.
There's no tail. Sans serif.
Sans serif. Yeah, sans serif fonts. Sans serif fonts are the ones that you don't have like ears there, tails there.
They're sharp more edges.
Simple one piece like that, right?
Very squarish.
Very squarish. Yep. Very bold. So they will have like bold, heavy, regular and thin versions. So titles will probably have the bold, right? And then the subtitles will be the same, but it's thin version. And then imagine dark blue, solid background, and your font is just white. Just like that. Yeah, just very simple, very bare.
And just a bit of, chalk effect on the blue background.
Yeah.
Then that's it.
Yeah, then that's it. So it's going to be subtle. And the idea here is that like if you put all in together, right, the font, the illustration, the GIFs, the minimalism, well, not the GIF, but the minimalism and the color palette, we get the idea in general that because all content is trying so hard to be as loud and as strong as possible, that if all the content is loud and strong, it kind of gets too noisy. Then when you're scrolling social media and all of a sudden you see one which is soft and subtle and simple,
correct,
then that catches your attention. Hey, that's nice.
Correct,
it's a
correct.
refreshing take on design.
You will stand out of the crowds.
Yeah, you will stand out of the crowd.
It's like wearing pajamas in a nightclub.
Yeah. Or wearing a
onesies.
Yeah. Or like wearing a dragon onesie walking around.
Yeah.
That will catch attention. Not because it's amazingly nice, but because it's not normal.
Yes, unusual.
Outstanding. But that is what we want to be on social media. Outstanding.
Correct. That's why.
Yep. So just to recap this week's Tipsy VP, top 5 social media graphic trends coming in 2020. Muted color palettes go for pastel colors and dull colors. Use black and white against each other. Minimalism, more is less. No, sorry, less is more. So don't try to pack your visual with a lot of content. Try to keep it simple and try to go straight into the
Single image.
subject matter itself. Branded GIFs. We've been using memes and GIF for a long time, so it's time as a brand we create our own branded GIFs and use it. Next one is abstract and dreamy illustrations. It's time we consider moving away from stock photos to actually illustrations instead. And the final one is fonts will be heavy but simple. Think of sans serif fonts, which are bold, simple, straight to the point, no tails here and there, no flashy cursive, handwritten, bubbly fonts.
Arial Black is like
Arial Black is
example
good.
one.
Yeah, Arial is good. Avenir is good.
All
These kind of
small,
simple. Yeah,
kind of
Aileron is good.
So give it a try.
Give it a try and kick ass this 2020 with designs. That's all for Tipsy VP. Tipsy VP podcast is part of Social Media Weekly and is available on Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. All full videos are available on YouTube, and we post bits and clips on Instagram and Facebook. This is Tipsy VP episode 29, November 2019. My name is Sean.
And I'm JK.
Au revoir.
See ya.